Utopia by Thomas More. Thomas More's Utopia, published in 1516, is a seminal work in political philosophy and literature. The term utopia has since come to refer to any idealized, perfect society. However, in More's original context, utopia is both a critique of the social, political, and religious practices of 16th century Europe and an exploration of a society organized on radically different principles. The book is divided into two parts. The first part is a dialogue between Thomas More, the character, and a traveler named Raphael Hitlerday. They discuss the problems of European society such as corruption, inequality, and the misuse of power. The second part is a description of Utopia, an imaginary island society that Hitlerday claims to have visited. Book 1, Dialogue between Thomas More and Raphael Hitlerday. So, in Book 1, Raphael Hitlerday is introduced as a traveler who has visited many lands, including Utopia. So, there is a discussion between Moore, Hitlerday, and Peter Giles about the state of European politics. Hitlerday criticizes the European political system, highlighting corruption, social inequality, and the misuse of power. They discuss about the landowners who evict peasants to create sheep pastures, leading to poverty and crime. Should intellectuals engage in politics, or is it better to remain detached and focus on philosophy? Hitlerday argues for the latter, believing that politics corrupts individuals. Book 2, Section 1 deals with geography and layout of Utopia. The island of Utopia is described as a well ordered society, geographically isolated from the rest of the world. So, in the book discusses the physical layout of Utopia, its cities, and its agriculture system. The island's physical isolation symbolizes its detachment from the problems of Europe. The design of the cities reflects the idea of equality with identical houses and communal gardens. Book 2, Section 2 discuss about the social, economic, and political structure of Utopia. There is no private property in Utopia. Everything is owned communally, which prevents greed and social inequality. All citizens work, but only for 6 hours a day. This creates a balance between work and leisure. The book emphasizes on agriculture, which is considered the foundation of utopian society. Utopia is governed by elected officials with a focus on communal decision making. The book discusses the democratic nature of Utopia's political system and how it contrasts with European monarchies. Book 2, Section 3 discusses on the education, religion, and culture in Utopia. Education is free and universal in Utopia, and it emphasizes moral and intellectual development. The Utopians value knowledge and encourage lifelong learning. Utopians practice religious tolerance, believing that different paths can lead to the same truth. The book discusses the utopian approach to religion as a contrast to European religious intolerance, especially during the Reformation. The arts, literature, and music are highly valued in Utopia. Family life and marriage are respected, but divorce is allowed in certain cases. Book 2, Section 4 discusses about the justice and punishment in Utopia. Crime is rare in Utopia due to the society's egalitarian structure. When crimes occur, the focus is on rehabilitation rather than punishment. Slavery rather than execution is the most severe penalty. Europeans avoid war whenever possible and only engage in it for self defense or to liberate oppressed peoples. The book discusses the utopian disdain for glory in war and the use of mercenaries. One of the key features of Utopia is its ambiguity. Is Moore advocating for the practices of Utopia, or is he using them to highlight the absurdity of trying to create a perfect society? The name Utopia itself is a play on words, deriving from the Greek for no place, suggesting that such a society may be impossible to achieve. Utopia has influenced a wide range of political and social thought. It laid the groundwork for later utopian and dystopian literature from Marxist theory to Orwell's 1984. The book also raises enduring questions about the nature of justice, the role of state, and the possibility of social reform. So, to conclude, Thomas More's Utopia remains a powerful and thought provoking text over 500 years after its publication. Through its critique of contemporary society and its depiction of an alternative social order, it challenges readers to reflect on their own society's values and assumptions. While the book is often seen as a product of its time, its themes of social justice, equality, and governance continue to resonate today. Thank you.